So Adobe has released a tool for both photographers and crime investigators alike. You can not only remove the reflections, which is fantastic, but you can also see who is in the reflection. As you can see my hand right over there. This incredible new technology is powered by AI, but it's not generative AI, so that's good. So how do you turn it on? You want to make sure you have updated your Camera Raw to version 17.1 or later. Right now, it's a tech preview and there are two ways you can access it. If you open any raw file in Photoshop and Camera Raw opens, just click here. Sorry about that flicker. Inside of that, go to Technology Previews and just turn on New AI Features and Settings panel. Turn it on and restart Photoshop or your host application like Adobe Bridge. The other way is you can do it directly from Photoshop by going to Photoshop, Settings. If you're on Windows, it is under Edit, Preferences. Inside of that, go to File, Handling. It should be right about there. And then Camera Raw Preferences. The same thing is going to show up, and then Technology Previews, and just turn this on. I don't know what is happening to my computer. I guess it's the way my computer is trying to warn me. If I try to open any other photo, how many trips have we been where we have taken a photo from the car window or the building window, but all we can see is our reflection like this, completely ruining the photo? Let's try to go to Filter, and this time Camera Raw Filter. Let's apply it as a filter. Go to Removing section right here. If you scroll down, you'll see reflections grayed out. You do see it, but we cannot apply it. Why so? Before we get to it, I wanted to quickly let you know that the Christmas sale on PiXimperfect Pro is ending in just a few days. So if you want to master Photoshop the right way, we have got more than 100 lessons, excellent support plus community feature to help guide you in every step of the way in mastering Photoshop from start to finish and beyond. So check it out only on PiXimperfect.com. Back to the video. The reason why it is not working is because right now it does not support non-RAW formats like JPEG. Although they are planning to support JPEGs and other non-RAW formats in the future. You can read more about it in this Adobe article. I'll leave a link in the description. Let's bring in a raw photo. This is something I had to click with this camera, Sony a7 III, since I don't have a lot of raw photos with reflections. That's my mom. And only thing you have to do is to go to the Remove section right here, scroll down, and just check reflections inside of distraction removal. Give it a bit of time and have a look at it. It does an incredible job. So here's the before, here's the after. Now, of course, it did increase the temperature too much, contrast way too much. So let's correct that by going to the edit section. Inside of that, first of all, in the effect section, I'm going to decrease the texture. Let's zoom in a bit here and also decrease the clarity because she always complains I make her look older. Now let's go to the color section. In the white balance section with the eyedropper, click on one of these areas to take a sample for the white balance, and oh my gosh, instantly it makes it so much better. Maybe I'm going to take it a little bit to the right to make it slightly warmer. And then in the light section, we can increase the blacks a little bit and maybe decrease the contrast and control the highlights like so. That makes a massive difference. Here's the before and here is the after. This is crazy. Again, here's the before and here is the after. By the way, if you want to see what the reflection was of, it was the curtain. So if we take it all the way to the left hand side, you can see just the curtain. Let's take it to the right. So by now you might have understood what to do first. First of all, before doing anything, you want to make sure your orientation is right. If your photos are rotated like this 90 degrees, you want to make sure you set it right. After that, first, before doing any edit section right here, any color grading, any color correction, you want to remove the reflections first. So let's go to the remove section, scroll down, click on reflections, because when you do, it will give you an entirely new image, and this is what we start working on. And then you start to edit it accordingly. So first of all, I'm going to go to the color section with the white balance, just get that right, maybe increase it slightly, and then in the light section, let's decrease the contrast slightly, decrease the highlights slightly like so, maybe increase the blacks. Now you can take the time to do all of this according to your wish. And also she wants to look younger. So we're going to go to the effect section, decrease the texture and the clarity, and that should do the trick a little bit. And then you can of course do some retouching. That's up to you. Here is the before and here is the after. Insane difference. Now what happens if the reflections are a bit complex? Here you can see me entirely in the reflection. Can we remove it? Let's go to the remove section, scroll down, check reflections. As you can see, it did not do anything. On top of that, if you take the slider to the left hand side, it detected the shelf right here and removed the shelf. considering that was a reflection. So it keeps the important stuff. So I think I was important to the AI. But anyway, the reality is sometimes it gets confused. This is fairly new, and this AI model has been trained on thousands of photos, and maybe Mario wasn't one of them. But when we change the angle slightly and make the reflection a little less complicated, as you can see in this case, it perfectly does an incredible job. So here's the before, here's the after. And here is the entire reflection. So it's usually a hit or miss with complex reflections. But what about smaller reflections? For example, smaller window panes or glare in the eyeglasses? Let's test it. So I had to take another photo of my mom looking at this soft box. So if we go here, go inside of reflections and just turn it on. As you can see, it doesn't do anything. Moving the slider does nothing. It detected absolutely nothing. This tech right now is only designed to tackle photos with large reflection areas which cover the entirety of your frame or most of it. And it's clearly mentioned in this article. Again, I'll leave a link to this. Also, it cannot address reflections from non-flat surfaces like car bodies or tumblers and stuff like that. All of these challenges, including removing dust, scratches, rain, and even snow from window panes, will be probably less painful in the future. Sorry about the dad joke. So that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure to give us a like, and also don't forget to subscribe, and not just subscribe. Ring the bell so that you, my friend, don't miss any other future tips, tricks, or tutorials. Thanks so much for watching this one. I'll see you in my next one. Till then, stay tuned and make sure that you keep creating.
I've been to the top of Mount Everest. I've sailed the 7 seas. I've shared the stage with all the best. A lot of good it did for me.